Happy 501 day, everyone. I'm Den, and this is Den in Denim. 2021, May 20th, Levi's drops the Harajukus again. This time in 1955 pairs instead of 1966. So if you want to decide whether to buy them or not, you're from the future deciding which pair to get, or you're just going to buy some 1955s or 1966 and you want to know the difference, let's go over it. Den in Denim. Give a like and subscribe. I've got other videos to come. So if you're asking yourself, why did Levi's make a Japanese printed edition? It's because Japan started the whole vintage collecting craze in the 1980s when Levi's were being made abroad. They weren't being made selvage anymore. People in Japan started to notice this. And America was leading the world in this fast fashion, have to buy quick items that they're already distressed, they're going to be trash and out of style next year, and you need to buy something else. But something that lasts, that good quality of why you buy your Levi's, and they are your Levi's. They understood that there. And that's when the prices started to escalate. That's when you end up getting the best collecting over the past 40 years. So it is fitting to put a factory there. It is fitting to make these. Salutes to you, it is a great product. Now with both Harajukus, you're getting buttons and rivets pressed with the Japanese letters. You're getting a red tag that says Levi's and the paper patch. Although there's some details, and we're going to go over what's different between all of these. Both the 66 and 55s are both made in Japan. That's a really fitting way of doing it. Now let's go over some of the differences between the pairs. The paper patch. 55 says 501XX and every garment guaranteed. The 66 just says 501 and the every garment guaranteed has been removed. The double X was also removed for 66 and years after. The number printing on the 55s is very round versus the font they use in other years. If you look at the fifth pocket, you'll see there's a red line selvage on the 55 year, but not on the 66 year. I don't know if the pocket is on selvage or if it is and they're just folding it over. It's nice to check out your selvage line either on your ankle or in your pocket line. The bar tacks are the biggest difference that 66 makes it into becoming something of the new. It's the first to have bar tacks, which means no more scratching your furniture. And the flasher is different. The wording on the flasher, instead of saying the flasher was invented, to say the rivet's still here, which the 55s are going to say, the 66 points to the bar tacks. Although when they made the Harajuku 66s, they didn't word those at all, saying bar tacks at ends of strain. They left it blank, and I know that the Japanese is saying rivet's still there. The fit of the 55 and the 66 is completely different. 55 is probably the baggiest year you'll find. And you've got a good baggy crotch. But in the 66, it's just a tiny bit of room, like one finger of space. It's enough. Or you can just pull them down a little because they are high-rising. The trill is also very different between the years. The trill of the 55s is a rough one. The trill of 66s is smooth as silk. Inside, you'll find the rivets are copper on 55s, but on 66, you get these silver ones. Both have double stitching arcuate, although I think the 66 is a bit shallower. That's an inconsistent statement. What about the limited edition Harajukus? How are these two different, and what do we call them? I don't know. A Harajuku 55s and the Harajuku 66s, I guess. And in 2019, when they released the 66s, they made 150 of them. They didn't number them specifically, and they are still made of Cone Mills denim. But the 2021 1955 Harajuku 501s, they introduce a brand new limited edition tag where it's printed limited edition versus the fraction one that they've had for the last 7 years. And they had one previously before that. Don't expect a letter printed in Japanese. You will get the flasher, the guarantee tag. Hold on to them. No special bag or box. This tote bag printed in Japanese would be kind of cool. My overall review of the Harajuku 1955s, released 2021 on 501 Day. It depends on where you're coming from on this day. If you have a pair, you feel like they've diluted the pool of it. If you don't and you've been wanting them and it's a decent price, this is your chance to go and get it. It's just going to go up in value. If you're buying them to flip them, that kind of sucks. If you're buying them to store, protect them, yeah. I'm disappointed by the overall lack of creativity of it. There's already a limited edition 55s. Why not make them 84s? Why not make them 78s or something you haven't done? Either pair you get, it is super cool. They are both just super cool to see. It's a detail that's noticeable at close range to even non-denim heads. Someone will catch a glimpse, like, whoa, cool. They are wearable. Doesn't have anything fragile that's going to fall off like the golden foil on the lucky tickets. The one thing I can really say after touching these is I know the feeling of a 501 button. It's like a Coca-Cola bottle. I just know the touch of it. And touching it with the Katakana script, it has this cool tactile sensation. Choice between 55s and 66s, if you're going to go for a pair, ask yourself, do you want them a little baggier, or do you want them a little more snug, but not overly tight? That's really the difference between those 2 years. Give a like and subscribe. I'm Den, and this has been another episode of Den in Denim Special Limited Edition 501 Day. And if you want to know more about the 1955 501, watch the video in the link description. I'm soon to make one on 1966. Den in Denim.